Time now for today's Math in the News. All right, in studio with us, we have Dave from SISC. How are you today?
Good. How are you?
Good.
Good
Nice
to see you,
see
Mike.
you.
Thank you for having me.
So, I say Dave from SISC. So there are a lot of students out there, and probably some adults that are not in education, probably wondering, okay, what's SISC?
What is SISC? Well, SISC is a big math problem, so to speak. We are self-insured
Right, you're in
schools.
the right spot then.
Yep, self-insured schools of California, and really our overarching purpose is to pool all of the funds of many school districts around the state of California, command a discount for services like health benefits, workers' compensation, property and liability, and get a discount and get the best services for the cheapest price for our teachers and our staff members.
And what is your role with SISC?
I'm the Chief Executive Officer, and I'm very honored to be there. We have about 100 employees there, and we just do great work for public education.
And for people that might remember a couple of years ago or whatever, I'm not sure exactly how many, you'll know better than I, but SISC went from with a K to a C.
That's correct.
So from Kern to California.
That's right. Back in the late 1970s, insurance was becoming a little bit more difficult, a little more expensive to get for schools and public entities, and so SISC was formed with a K for Kern County districts. But over the years, we were doing things so well that we extended the opportunity to join our pool with districts and community colleges and county offices of ed outside of Kern County.
And those other places found it more advantageous to come together.
Yes. Yes, and a great example for our audience at home, it would be like if you were to go buy a sandwich and say a bag of Takis for $7.
You eat Takis?
No, well, sometimes if it has the right sauce
I've ever
on
had
it. Yeah, I eat Takis.
But anyway,
so
let's go.
let's say a sandwich and a bag of Takis is $7, but they said, you know what, you could get a couple of those for $10.
Instead of one for $7.
Instead of one for $7. And so if you looked over at your friend and said, hey, why don't we sort of strategically align ourselves? Let's pick up a couple of those things and we'll each chip in $5 and we'll end up with the same high quality product for a lot less money.
Right.
That's what we do.
Okay. Well, I know you brought a
I did.
slideshow, so let's go ahead and take a look at it.
Shall I go over by it?
Indeed.
Okay, so you could see recently one of the things we did was we showcased a healthcare symposium, and I shared with the audience a number of things that we do. So I highlighted that we are a public, nonprofit, member-owned pool known as a JPA, or a Joint Power Authority.
Okay.
We have 100 employees. We are part of the Kern County Superintendent of Schools, KCSOS. We're all employees. And like you said, we started as SISC with a K, but then we grew to Self-Insured Schools of California in 1996. This is us in front of the Larry Ryder Center. These are all people who come to work every day on behalf of public educators. So we had a little bit of fun. Of course, we had Halloween recently,
right.
So we have some photos that show the human side of the business. This is one of our high-ranking, our Deputy Executive Officer, John Steenerson, and he's a really smart guy, so if you don't listen to him, the joke's on you. Let's see, moving forward. That is me. We will go right past that, Beetlejuice.
Well, it's nice to see you guys are able to have a little bit of fun in the office also.
Oh, we have a great deal of fun. And so this kind of showcases kind of how we have evolved over the years. Started with Self-Insured Schools of Kern, went to Self-Insured Schools of California, and then that is our most recent logo.
Logo, right.
Okay, so for the older folks at home, you might recognize some people thought we ripped off the SISC emblem from the old band Kiss, but we made sure that our S's don't look like lightning bolts, so we're good.
They kind of look like Star Wars S's, I guess.
Yeah.
In SISC, but okay.
So we like to highlight that we're very committed to our mission, and our mission is to provide comprehensive services to our teachers and our support staff. We have a very innovative approach. We have the most affordable and best service, which characterizes our excellence, and we're very collaborative with our member-owned pool. And this just sort of highlights for those at home wondering what it is that we do. We have a health benefits pool. We have a workers' compensation pool. We have a property and liability pool. These are all very important elements of running school districts, including those locally right here in Bakersfield and the surrounding areas. And then we also have in our finance department a number of, it all involves numbers, our defined benefit pension plan, our GASB 45 trust, and our Flex 125. And I probably would pause there and see if you had any questions about what we're doing, or I could move on.
Yeah, I think we'll just keep going.
Okay, so Again, remember it was Halloween recently, and so this is our finance department playing a little bit of fun on the goods. But defined benefit plan, we have about 64 member districts who belong. We manage about $131 million of payroll. And this is a great opportunity for our member pools to save money for our teachers and our seasonal staff members. We have a Flex 125 plan, which allows teachers and staff members to save money tax-free for any of their health plan needs, some of their over-the-counter, sometimes for childcare expenses.
So when it's open enrollment time, which is drawing to a close, that's what this is with the Flex plan.
Absolutely. Yep. Absolutely. And so we have about 3,000, a little over 3,000 employees who take advantage of this. You can use pre-tax dollars, which is another math problem, for medical costs, dental, ortho, vision, pharmaceutical, child care, and premium-only plans. And then lastly, school districts are obligated to conduct an actuarial analysis of what they owe for supporting the post-employment benefits of teachers and staff members who retire. And so many of our benefits invest money to earn a much greater rate of return on the dollars so that the dollars go further for buying down those premiums. And so the last couple of years you can see we've had a little over almost 11% annual rate of return, which is a really excellent rate of return for districts to earn on their money.
Well, indeed, when you're getting double-digit percent,
yeah,
that's key.
It's excellent, and so it really helps. And so this investment trust for school districts really helps really make the cost of healthcare for their retirees. It costs the districts less to pay for it because they're earning all this excess interest on their money.
And that would be for instructors that retire and then until they are 65.
Exactly. There may be a few out there who were hired before a certain date, and certain districts
and that's a lifetime.
Might have lifetime benefits.
Right.
But that's kind of a bygone era.
Right.
So I would
yeah, because I remember that. I remember meeting people that had that.
Yes.
But I'm not one of those.
Yes, and I'm not one of them either. So I think that pretty much basically sums up. So you can see this beautiful building. Our superintendent, Dr. Mendeburu, and our team and our staff, KCSOS was able to acquire this building for a new learning center to help provide professional development for teachers and staff members around the county. So it's going to serve us very well. And so we use that image to kind of highlight our focus on learning and our focus on bettering our teachers and staff. And this just kind of highlights the three different essentially pools that we operate at SISC, again, which is workers' compensation. For those at home who don't know, that's like, if an employee, say, gets hurt on the job, we have, resources to support them until they get better. Property and liability, that's, if there's a fire or a flood or, if there's some sort of injury that occurs. And then, of course, health benefits, which is our largest pool. And that pretty much sums up what we do, and we're honored to be able to do it for the teachers and the staff, instructional staff at school districts around not just Kern County, but the whole state of California.
So you're a pretty busy guy, though.
Well, I would say that we are all really busy. I have the most amazing staff. Our 100 people do the work that probably, would take 500 people in a different county.
And which is one of the big reasons why Kern County is a leader.
Absolutely.
In this.
We do just an absolute superb job. We're recognized throughout the state. And as far as a public nonprofit pool goes for public education, SISC is the largest in the nation.
Well, I know I use my flex dollars every year, and I certainly do make sure I'm on that open enrollment every year and stuff like that. Take advantage of that with the tax-free.
Yes.
And that is a big thing for students to understand how the taxes play into things, especially when they start getting into full-time work.
You get to stretch each dollar a little further.
Right. All right. Well.
All right.
Nice
Pleasure.
meeting you, Dave. Thank you
very much.
Coming in, and for
Appreciate
any instructors out there that are members of SISC, don't forget, open enrollment is coming to a close
very soon. Yep.
All right. We'll be back with more right after this.